Hello guys, how are you doing on YouTube? A Twitter recap. We have to do it. I have some charts from the weekend. Again, usually the weekend is quite a little bit more dull compared to, obviously when the markets are open. Many people on Twitter is taking, a little break during the weekends, and then they are ready again for when the markets are opening. We will dive through the charts of some of the people that I follow on Twitter, or X, as it is called. And yeah, if you are an X, follow these guys. I highly recommend following these. They do, technical analysis with different techniques and all sort of stuff here. If you like the content, also like and subscribe, guys, for the YouTube, for the Twitter, or the Substack. So yeah, we will definitely dive in here. I don't have many, but I have a few, which we will take a look at here. And first, straight off the bat here, we have Jay Hinster with the gold to silver ratio. This is, this is silver, and the gold to silver ratio. The next big target is 60 in the next 12 months, just saying. So what he's pointing to here is actually something that I didn't look at or haven't seen before. Below here, you have the gold to silver ratio. Back in 2008, 9, and 10, you had the ratio kind of hammering on that trend line, and finally it gave in, right? This was also something around here where you had the trend line and then you started to consolidate, and then you went vertical, boom, all the way to 50. Similar-ish pattern here. Again, we're trying to pounce on that trend line, potentially going down here. Over here, we have broken out, we have retested it, and we are breaking out on the daily time frames as well. Silver looks really dangerous for a big move to the upside finally. Again, silver is difficult and all over the place, but sometimes it moves. And when it does, it moves really, really quickly. Gold ventures here with silver on the verge. Yeah, I agree. Like we just saw on the previous chart there. Let's take a look at the big silver miners ETF versus the metal. Again, you want the miners to outperform the metal. That is when you get the real gains, because that means that people are going more into the more volatile, and more risky, things like mining compared to the metal itself, and that's when you see the big gains really very often. So you can also draw a trend line from here, from the peak to peak, and again we are on the verge of breaking. On the shorter time frame, looking back roughly 2 years, you have a big level here at roughly, I will say, 0.48 maybe. And again, that seems like a bottom. If we can take out that pivot low there, we should be on the move of massive outperformance. In this case, we are talking, yeah, if we are to get back to the highs just of 2020, we are talking like a 100% here. So, and that's in an environment where I think that silver will do extremely well. However, miners could be in for a double of that, or even more, depending on, what's happening. Tavi here, Tavi Costa. This one was a good reminder of this quote in my view: gold is money, everything else is credit. JP Morgan. I agree. Gold has been on a tear. We are very close to hitting this inverted head and shoulders target. That's the shorter term, right? Or the first target of 2,660, roughly. We are very close. However, there's also, different flag poles here with a measured move of roughly very close to 3K. And then you go from 2K to 3K. Again, that's very psychologically, and there will definitely be some shorting and sellers at that point in time. Understandably so. Gold has been on a tear. Looks absolutely fantastic. Dollar trader here on CVX. Again, he's really nice to have a lot of text here with a lot of explanations. Again, I recently just followed him like a few months ago, but again, he's definitely putting content every single day, multiple 10 charts per day, even more, with a lot of great simple setups, and that's cool because here we have Chevron going back roughly 2.5 years. Huge compression here, spring about to move. We bounced initially here last week. And yeah, look for that breakout above roughly 160. Then Chevron, which is oil, should be doing really well if we can tag, pullback, boom, then we go. Very simple setup, but highly, highly profitable if you buy the break and you place your stop loss correctly. Cycles fan here on BTC, Bitcoin. Based on the pattern of lows we've seen in the past 3 months, the low for October is likely to occur on October the 6th. You can see here, basically he takes the distance between, each low. So October 6th here, we have the next big low. In order to confirm that the October low will be higher than the September low, it has to break out above roughly 65K next week. 65K, why? Because that's the previous high over here. So you can see we are making major, lower highs, also lower lows. And well, this one is actually a high low, but anyway. So we need to clear this one here to rally and then into the cycle low. If we don't, again, then we're probably looking for a low that could potentially take out that low. So big point in time coming up here for Bitcoin. Also, I will say some of the altcoins, they look really explosive to the upside, actually. I will not mention which ones because I'm about to prepare a video for the members on Substack, but they look really compressed. Again, when you have these type of compression, the stop loss is very easy to place. You're usually right straight off the bat. You don't have to sit and wait. So very, again, it goes against my let's say view, you can say, because I still have this overall topping pattern for Bitcoin. However, if alts starts to run, then we maybe have to forget about that big topping pattern for Bitcoin. We shall definitely see. On to the next one here with the Grady. Again, gold. The second and final up leg of the secular bull market has started. Whatever you do, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Life-changing and generally opportunity. You will have it once it change. You will have one chance at it and only one. So this is the HUI. That's the gold bug index. Clearly, we are breaking. This is the weekly, I would assume. We are breaking here, and this is absolutely amazing here because again, it happens so rarely. This was back in 2002, and then we rallied for 10 years, from roughly 50 to like, I don't know, 500. So you're talking 10x here, and we're breaking here once again. Again, if that's the target, you're targeting, above 1,000% in the HUI to reach the upper parallel of this channel here. And again, I have to say, gold looks incredible. Miners are breaking, and mining mining to gold ratio is also breaking in favor of mining. There's a lot of good stuff happening, in my opinion, in the mining sector. So finally, we might have our big move to the upside there after 4 years of pain. Well, basically 4 years, 3. Dollar trader here again, copper, or copper miners, in this case, COPEX. Again, you can see here we have a big level horizontally at roughly 40. And we actually rallied when we popped here. And that was also when copper broke 4. Then we rallied. But basically, the copper miners are very much in sync with copper at the moment. Little trend line going on here. If we get a break here, we could actually see a rally again to the upside there for copper miners. This is one of my charts taken from the phone, but that's basically silver in world currency units. So you're talking like a big basket of currencies in relation to silver. Going back to 2011, the peak, we have the peak here. Then we have the many peaks at that trend line, and we finally broke. This is on a monthly, so we're talking early this year, April, we broke, and ever since, silver has been in an amazing uptrend, and still is. You can see bull flagging here on the shorter time frames, like the daily. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Rashad here. Silver is having a hard time breaking out of this 4-year formation. Silver attempted to break out in May of 2024. First time, and since then it made multiple attempts over 4 months period. Last week, silver broke out once again. Let's see if this is legitimate one Miners were not particularly eager to support the silver rally given a number of failed attempts previously. Silver needs to take out the May high at 32 and keep going to 33, mark to leave no doubt. I will say this, and I've been saying this a long time. In my opinion, again, I'm just speaking from my own here, the key to the mining sector in general is the outperformance of silver in relation to gold, meaning the gold to silver ratio needs to come down somewhat hardly and break some big structures. That's when the mining sector does well. Silver has been doing really well, but gold has been doing equally as good. Therefore, the mining sector has not really kickstarted just yet. However, when and if we get silver to do that massive, 50% outperformance, I will be very sure that the mining sector then will be all over the place to the upside. And yeah, that's my view on this. Jake here with MU, that's Micron. Beautiful little rail here. You can see going back to 2023. Falling wedge pattern here, we are finding support. Again, if we can break to the upside. Again, basically breaking out here, a tad above 90. Then we are definitely in for an impulse more to the upside. MACD here on the weekly is also curling here. Potentially we can see a break from the shorter MACD breaking the longer term MACD. Potentially, we shall see. Last, again here with Jake SoFi, all-time highs is from 2021. We've come down quite hard from roughly 30 to like 3, so we're talking like a 90% drop. We've seen a little bit of bullish momentum here where we start to rally, and now we have, if you connect the highs here, you can see we are in like a bullish channel here, or a bullish bull or a bull flag above the volume shelf here. So this seems like it wants to, move higher and ride the wave or the backside down here of the volume shelf. Also, again, have to wait and see. Nothing is 100%, but it looks like that's what it wants to do. Cool. That is all, guys. Have a great Sunday, and we will be ready for next week to see what's going on in the markets. If you like the content, as always, guys, hit that like and subscribe. I highly appreciate it. Have a great day, guys. Cheers. Bye.